Rise up, brothers and sisters, boys and girls, kings and queens, friends, frenemies, and your agents. My name is Brother Mali. This is the SENEGAMBIA channel, people. And I'm so pleased that you're here because I haven't been doing a video for a little while because I've been busy trying to set up a new project. And I wanted to bring you in on the journey, right? You haven't missed anything, don't worry. Back over in Gambia, I used to have a restaurant. I actually had three in the end. There was Maziah's, and then there was Mo2, and then after that was Jaden's. There is a lot to learn when opening up a business over here in Africa. Things that you wouldn't come across over in the West, that you need to be aware of over here. So I'm gonna take you through what I've been dealing with because I'm opening a restaurant here in Senegal. So I hope this video is of use to you. I mean, if you're looking to set up a business, regardless of what it is, there'll be something in here that will be of use to you somewhere, some point. Just look out for it. So the first thing to do is to go to the restaurant and show you what it looks like, innit?
And here it is. Yeah, it's not much to look at. I know. We're on this quiet little back street. All right. No pavements, just sand. Very, very local. But you need to have a bit of a vision. So envision with me, okay? So look, there's a white wall up the top there. That's where we have the sign, okay? We'll have the sign of the restaurant up there. This plastic tarpaulin, I'll take this down and change it for like grass. Because even though this is very efficient, it's also very ugly. So maybe I'll keep it and put the grass over it, so it can hide it, sort of thing. Oh, we have a light. I didn't see it before. Now inside, obviously it's looking a mess, which is normal. But you see here, look at this. This was a floor light. And that was a floor light right there. And here, and here. And they took the floor lights. Can you imagine? Look. They're like, we've got to make sure we take, our things. So they took everything. Floor lights, ceiling lights, every type of light is gone. Light is gone there, you see on top of this door. Bathroom. Maybe there's light in the bathroom. Oh, there's no light even made in the bathroom. So nighttime, you're in a real mess. So this was actually the first time actually going into that building. And I knew that going into an old restaurant, it's going to be dirty, it's going to be a mess. But trash on the floor, I was like, this is something else. We're gonna have to break everything down. But what's fascinating about this place that this was being run as a kitchen, okay? Now what happened before is you'd have these small gas canisters that sit on the floor, and then on top of the gas canister you have one of these things here. It's literally just a burner. This part screws into the top of the gas canister, and you turn on the gas and off with this thing here. So you have a blazing. All right. Ancestors, chill. So you have a blazing fire this far from a whole can of gas. So I asked the lady who was here before, why did she stop? She said she stopped, she just didn't feel like doing it anymore. Okay, cool. That's a good enough answer, I guess. Until I saw her arm. And all from like her hand up to her elbow, the skin was peeling off. It was pink and raw. So, yeah. So, I get it. She doesn't want to do it no more. Because if I set myself on fire, I wouldn't want to do it anymore either. And that's the reason why there's nothing in here to even indicate this was a restaurant of any type, because of the refusal to use anything useful. They just use the most cheapest, most local means of getting things cooked, like the cheapest, most possible means. And you have and so you don't see anything that says restaurant. You just see a sink, gas head there, no gas can obviously. And lots of work to do. So, you see down here, I've got this chalk line, the white chalk line there. This is where I'm gonna need the new counter to go. So the counter needs to come along here on this line. This is 63 centimeters. So your average fridge, undercounter fridge is 60 centimeters square. 63, so that will allow for it to fit and be a little bit under, all right? So yeah, we keep the space at least a few centimeters past the fridge, so we're not having food that's dropped from the counter and then onto the fridge, where it can just chill out, relax, and turn bad in the kitchen. We don't want that. Next thing you notice is this area here. I've got the X's. So that's where I'm going to have the pillars built. So you see these pillars here. It's not that thick usually, it's just this thick here. And so I've marked the space where that will go, one here, and another one here. And this one can stay as is. We'll keep this one as it is. And so that will be where fridge number 1 will go and fridge number 2 will go. Okay, so we'll keep that for things like, so what you need to do is you need to separate your meat and your vegetables and your desserts. So we'll have those there. We need to also have a gap away from the cooker. I'm thinking of having an actual burner here. So it'd be nice and it'd be out of the way from the fridge. Obviously, you need some distance between the burners and the fridge because you don't want the heat to destroy the fridge. That's stupid. But I have a question. I have a question for you, Doc, because I have an idea. I have a cunning plan. What I'm thinking is the burner is like is a square, like 5-eye burner, okay? Now, it's fine if you've got one person cooking, but if you have 3 people cooking, it's a problem. You can't have like 3 people at the front of the cooker, and then one's having to stretch over the first 2 fires in order to get to their food cooking. So what I'm considering is having it on an island by itself, so people can stand on one side of the cooker, and then someone stands on the other side of the cooker as well, and you have someone in front of the burner as well, you understand? So it's on an island by itself, a little space here to stand, a little space there to stand, so they can continue all cooking at the same time. That would mean the food will come out quicker. That would mean it's safer because you're not actually having anyone having to lean over. That's the plan. All right? Let me know. If you think it's a good idea, put good in the comments. If you think it's bad, put bad. And I'll count those up and then we'll let you decide. This has got to go. All this nonsense has to go, obviously. All right. So now I've got to measure from there to this side of where the fridge would be. And we've got to make sure we've got enough space for everything. So let's do that. All right, so I've made a little mark here of like where I think the left side wall should go onto the tiles. So from there, we've got to measure that 60 centimeters again for the fridge. We're going to do 63 centimeters, so a little bit too wide for the food to drop on the fridge. But before I show you that, let me show you this. So you see up here, this little box here, this is where I'm going to put electricity for the items that go on top of the counter. And then what we'll have is a channel let me cover it with my hand, sorry. We'll have a channel right here that'll go down, and have a second box underneath. So the box underneath will be for the fridge, the box on top will be for, you know, your mixers and so on. So we're going to do another one, another fridge here. So we're going to put a second box right there. That's one, that's two. That's where the cooker's going to be. We're going to do the same thing on this side. Oh, you can even see the line of so faint. Yeah, this place is going to need a good clean because, my God, when chalk don't even stick, you know, that's a problem. So from here, I drew out the section for the second counter. This will be where they do more food prep. And then finally, we stood up and we role played being in the kitchen, right? So Mohammed's looking the wrong way. Let me turn around. Yeah, turn around, bro. Okay, good. So now we can see that we have enough space for two people to be cooking, or I'm pretending to be washing. That's me pretending to wash dishes, all right? That's what I think it looks like. And another man can cook. And there's still space for people to walk through the middle. That's it for this video. Thanks very much for being a part of the journey and seeing how we're getting on. As I said in the video, this is the first time I actually saw the space physically inside. So I'll explain in the next video as to why that is. I haven't got a link to it anywhere because these videos are, like the food will be, fresh. There isn't another video yet for me to link to. That's coming because I'm going to do it tomorrow. Understand? Okay. So yeah, thank you very much. This is your brother Mali. Until next time, take care of yourself. Peace.